You might have noticed that Google has started showing AI summaries on top of some search results. And did you know that when this happens, only 8% of people click through to a website? That's 92% less traffic than before. And the scary part is most businesses won't even know it's happening until it's too late. But while everyone else is focused on what they're losing, you could grab the opportunity. Because AI isn't just making up these answers, they're pulling from real websites and referencing them. So if you watch this video and follow the actionable techniques I'm about to show you, you'll increase your chances of being the source that AI pulls from and recommends, not just on Google, but across AI platforms like ChatGPT and Perplexity, which means more reach, more visibility, and a better shot of winning that click over your competitors. This new approach is called GEO, or Generative Engine Optimization. If you're new here, hey, I'm Clary. I'm a web designer and developer, and over the last 5 years, I've helped over 100 brands build, scale, and future-proof their online businesses through web design and optimization. And now I'm here to help you do the same thing so you can build the best life you can imagine for yourself and for those you love. Which is why I created this SEO series to help your business move up the rankings on Google so you can get traffic for free. This is part 3. Let's get into it. So to get recommended by AI, you have to understand how it decides what to recommend. In the background, AI still relies on the fundamentals of traditional SEO. So things like keywords and structured data, those foundations still matter. And if you're new to SEO, I do have 2 videos that you could watch. I'll link it down in the description. But anyway, AI goes further than just those foundations. Because if you think about it, when you ask AI a question, you wouldn't just type up keywords like you would on Google before the AI era. In fact, you'd talk to it as if it was a human friend. And that's exactly how AI thinks too, almost like a human. When it's answering questions, it would look for contextual relevance, judge the quality of content, and most importantly, it'll check for credibility. These are the 3 main signals that AI will look for. And in the next few sections, I'll show you exactly what you need in your Shopify store in order to hit them all. Starting with contextual relevance. Think of it this way. Pretend you're asking for advice about the best water bottle for hiking. You'd probably trust a hiking expert over someone who's really into home decor and mentioned hiking once, right? That's exactly how AI thinks. So when someone searches up best water bottle for hiking, AI checks more than just the page. It would also look at what category it belongs to, what other content lives on the site. So here's how you can add contextual relevance to your pages. Number 1, make sure your products live inside a clearly labeled collection, or if it's a blog page that you're optimizing, make sure it belongs to a specific category. Number 2, reinforce your categories with related keywords. This means using similar phrases across all the pages in the same category. Number 3, mention your niche in your homepage and about page. These are all high authority spots and amazing for reinforcing what your site is about. Do all of this and it'll massively increase your chances of being chosen as a source for AI-generated results. Now that you know that contextual relevance is about proving your niche, it leads us to the next thing, which is content quality. Remember that AI thinks almost like a human. And if you ask a human what is the best eco-friendly water bottle for hiking, you'd hope they wouldn't just answer with water bottle. Instead, you'd probably expect them to ask more questions like, what kind of material are you looking for? How long is the hike and how durable does it have to be? That's the type of quality questions that AI would be considering when it's trying to find the best answer. It wants to recommend web pages that actually understand what the question is about rather than just repeating words. So how can we achieve this? Number 1, use more specific long-tail keywords. Instead of going for eco-friendly drink bottle, use something like best BPA-free water bottle for long hikes. These longer tail keywords matches how people talk to AI instead of just mirroring words. Number 2, make sure you cover the entire search intent in your page. So ask yourself, what would someone really want to know? So in our example, don't just talk about the water bottle. Explain why it's eco-friendly and how it can help you on a hike, including how durable it is and even if it fits in a hiking backpack. Number 3, format your page to match the question. For example, if your page was just a giant wall of text, it would be hard for anyone to make sense of it, even AI. So to help both AI and real people find the answers faster, you need to structure your content in a way that's easy to read and summarize. For example, you might want to add things like FAQs, comparison tables, or even star ratings if you're optimizing a product page. The more genuinely useful your page is, the more likely it is to be recommended by AI. The third signal is credibility, and it all comes down to something called EEAT, which is an official Google framework that stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. In traditional SEO, you could prove these through having backlinks, which is just a fancy name for other websites linking to yours. But in the age of AI, you've got to do a bit more than that. Because remember, AI doesn't just look at singular websites, it looks at everything else around it. It can check if you're mentioned in credible sources like industry blogs, media publications, review sites, and even your Instagram and TikTok accounts. That's why it actually pays to invest in PR. But if that's a little difficult to access, there are other creative ways of getting credibility. So here's some ideas for you. The first idea is to optimize your social media channels. When you post content on social media like Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, the words you say can be transcribed by AI tools. Those words become part of your searchable online footprint. You should also add keywords to your profile descriptions or bios, and also use similar handles across all your social media platforms. So it makes it easier for AI to recognize all the profiles that are connected to your brand. It also helps you build a consistent online identity. So when AI sees your name popping up across several platforms talking about the same topic, it's more likely to view you as an experienced source. On a similar wavelength, you can also get on podcasts and blogs, essentially to borrow other people's platforms and credibility just by being a guest. And of course, you should always encourage reviews. So ask your best customers to leave them on Google, Trustpilot, or anywhere else that's relevant. Because at the end of the day, AI is designed to think just like us. It'll snoop around online and check your digital footprint to piece together whether you're legit or not. By now, you'll understand how important it is to have quality, credible content in order to be recommended by AI. But here's the thing, it's not a one-time setup. To stay relevant to both people and AI, you need to be publishing content regularly, because if you stop, your ranking might drop on Google and in the eyes of AI, which might cause your visibility to drop and traffic to shrink, which is why in the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build quality blog content on Shopify that doesn't just hit the SEO checkboxes, but also gives you a higher chance of getting recommended by AI. It's everything you need to know to future-proof your content strategy, so I'll see you there.